South African citizen who is worried with what is going on with the Senzo's case. 1, if the case starts at 10 a.m., that will be an exception than a rule. 2, notwithstanding the fact that the proceedings would have started at 10 or even 10:45, there will be a request for a short adjournment at 11:15. 3, the said short adjournment will be meant to take 15 minutes, but same will take up to 25 minutes or so. 4, and then at 1 o'clock, 1300 hours, there will be a request for a long adjournment until 1400 hours, that is 2 o'clock. And this must take 15 more minutes. 5, at 3 o'clock or 3:30 latest, there will be a request for an adjournment for the day. And then of course it talks about, JP, what are the standing orders regarding hours that needs to be spent at high courts? Have we forgotten that there are families that need closure, both the bereaved and the suspects? At this rate, how much more will the said families and interested people have to wait before the outcome is known? Senzo's father passed on without knowing who killed his son. His mother too is not young anymore, and it looks like the same fate is awaiting her. I'm hereby pleading for your intervention in this regard. You know, the JP sent this thing to me on Friday at home. He says, well, I trust you are well, meaning me, Ratha. Please see correspondence below for your attention. You know what X me? This guy is basically saying we don't work.
Well, he's entitled to his opinion.
No, but he mustn't then write this thing. He must, because the JP, he says it's for my attention. This gentleman says, once you have got in here at 10 o'clock, you must get out at 4 o'clock. You mustn't even go to the toilet.
That's what they say.
Yeah. You mustn't go to the toilet. You mustn't go for tea. You mustn't be sick. And then also he's basically saying,
doesn't understand.
yeah, no, I know he doesn't. But you see, this is what happens in this country of ours. He doesn't understand that if you call a witness, Mr. Malui, like Steenkamp from George, if he misses a plane, we are just in a bad situation. We have to start when he comes at 11. You see, now he doesn't even understand that there are prisoners here who must be processed at Mampuru, Leokop, and Modabi. With him, everybody must be here at 10. I think he must be the president of South Africa because...
Well, in the perfect world, everything works, according to clockwork, but, there are some inherent problems, like the accused haven't arrived.
Yeah, that's it. Like Mr. Ngomezulu was sick here in court. He says, no, once he's sick, you must push on. It's his business.
Yeah,
that's basically push on Jalo Muslim.
And, witnesses get tired. They need to take
Pinky
a refresher break. Yes.
The lady who was having flu, which was giving evidence here, even trying.
Yes.
According to this guy, if we say she must go and attend to her health to a doctor, we are wasting time. She must push on. Like Brigadier Geninda now is writing exams. According to this gentleman, you are not supposed to write exams. You must just come here at 10 and get out at 4. No, it just X me. You can accuse me of anything but checking work. I can tell you, other judges, for instance, they would have insisted if they're retired like me, because the regulations say if you're staying more than 50 kilometers from court, the government must give you a car. And the government must give you a chauffeur. And in a case like this, they will also give you a security. I drive myself here every day. And then here's this gentleman, notice here, I say, okay, can you just read it, Mr. Miss, to the record.
And the reason why we are adjourning 3:30 is on record is for security reasons. we can't see beyond half past
Like
10.
if your client, one of your clients says he wants a comfort break, according to this gentleman, no, I must refuse. Or if one of your clients, like the other day, I think Mr. Mamalo's client, I don't remember well, was sick. And we had to attend because he had to be attended by a doctor. But this gentleman says, that mustn't happen. No, but he says, once singing a lang 10. You don't go for tea, you don't go for lunch, you don't go for comfort breaks. You press on. Because if I tell you this thing, if I don't show you this later, you'll think I'm making up the story. And I'm sure even recess, we must plow on.
Now, one of the accused is not yet here, accused number 1.
And I hope this gentleman is here in court. If he's here in court, I wish he can stand up and tell us why he says we are not working. Because he's basically saying we're not working. Now give it to the press also. Let him read alone. The reporter behind you. Hi, Nisi. Niga, press. Yeah, how is the other Nisi? No, give him that, he must read it. Oh. No, this is unfair. You know, we've spent so much time pushing this case. And we are now being accused of dereliction of duty, of being lazy, of being obstreperous.
I mean, we're almost on the last witness for the state. I mean, this shows we've been through a trial within a trial, 5 accused,
Doesn't care.
5 legal representatives.
No, that doesn't matter. And the JP doesn't know that I have publicized this letter in court. But me being me, I thought it's proper to do it so that people must know that there are other people here who say we must not have any humanitarian rights. I mustn't go to tea, I mustn't have lunch, no comfort break. Once you are in, you are in. If a witness who flies from George or East London is supposed to come here, he's left by the plane, he must be here at 10. If he's not here, I don't know what should we do. We mustn't start. Or what? Or start with another witness.
I think proper justice cannot be measured in terms of time.
No.
Proper justice depends on what is convenient for the parties.
Yeah, quite.
And that's how justice is dispensed. And not according to what is contained in the letter.
Yeah, just interpret it for the...
kunesikhathi esiningena sokuthi kabhane nje osekhanda kuyena so ubheleleke umengameli wamajaji ethi yena-ke ukhathazekile indlela esebenza phofu kuyakade indlela esebenza ngayo ngoba uthi-ke asisebenzi uthi uma singenile la kunama-15 minutes athathwayo kunama-hour athathwayo ngamaningi nje uthi nje yena akusetshenzwa la kule nkantolo akaziwa-ke ukuthi ubani kodwa nje umuntu uthathe isikhathi sakhe-ke esiningi anaso wabhala-ke konke lokhu abhalile la ukhalela lapho uma kuphunyiwe ngo-1 kuzobuywa ngo-2 kuzoqedwa ngo-3 noma ngo-3:30 kuyaphunywa ngo-11:15 kuzobuywa ngo-30 noma-ke emuva kwalokho bengithi nje anginazisi kodwa umuntu nje obhale yonke le nto.
Now he's got his name there, but that's why we won't publicize.
No, I won't.
And basically, he doesn't even know that sometimes we plow through the tea break. He says when I go for the tea break, I come after 25 minutes. If at all, I come back. Like the other day, your clients were not Mr. Mshololo and Mr. Ngoma, Mr. Nisi. We had to give them time to consult with their advocates for the application against the correctional services. According to this gentleman, I shouldn't do that.
And they turn on by law to be in the best interest of accused number 3 because the application was granted
Yes, yes, I'm just saying.
in his favor.
Yeah. But he says we start at 10 and we get out at 4. No lunch, no tea break, no comfort break, nothing. No being sick. Otherwise, we don't work. He doesn't know Sifuna. Where's that thing? Me, you can accuse me of everything except being lazy. You know, I'm the only judge in this division here and in Joburg. During COVID, I was in the criminal court alone. I never took time. There were judges who were saying during COVID they're postponing the matter, etc., etc. Because as you know, during COVID, the cases you can't run them virtually. You've got to be physically in court. I was here 3 years. 3 years. Not even a day off during COVID. Anyway, where's that note? Oh, okay. Yes, yes.
Some people think these proceedings are for entertainment mode and to keep them busy and not here, forgetting that we're here to see that justice is done.
Yeah, okay.
And as you said, we can't
all here now?
measure that in terms of time.
What time is it?
It's 10:15.
Okay, we're 15 minutes late.
But we're here at just before 10 and accused number 1 is just around.
Yeah.